Welcome back to the channel. Luxurious fleet. Guess what? The GR Yaris, that's a lot of Yaris in there, has just been unveiled and it is super cool. Too bad we don't get it in America. We get a sneak peek on what the Tundra might actually look like when it's redesigned sometime in the next 20 years. And then we get this strange alien-like concept of possibly the future of the Prius if it ever sticks around. But I'll catch you guys on the other side. Let's roll into it. Don't forget to subscribe to the Luxurious Fleet and hit that bell icon so you won't miss any breaking news or reviews in the future. This is over at the Toyota newsroom in Europe. They have also unveiled this vehicle for the Japanese market as well as the Australian market. Unfortunately, we won't be getting this exhilarating Yaris here in America. We don't even get the newest generation of the Yaris. Instead, we get a Mazda 2. Here are the highlights. Tommi Mäkinen Racing helped build this vehicle. This is largely inspired by the rallycross racing that this vehicle does. It is the second global GR product and homologation model for future WRC activity. There's a new 1.6 liter 3-cylinder turbo engine producing 261 din horsepower, unique aerodynamic and light body design, power to weight ratio of only 4.9 kilograms to horsepower, and the new lightweight GR4 all-wheel drive system for superior performance. This is scheduled for launch in the second half of 2020 and it will follow the GR Super as Toyota's second global GR model. Every aspect of the car is performance focused, an all new platform and engine, new suspension and lightweight construction, aerodynamic styling, and the new GR4 permanent all-wheel drive system. With high power and low weight, it has all the credentials for competition success. So what do I think about these statements? What's kind of mind-blowing to me is you guys probably saw my video on the IS, and the Lexus products seem to be, at least in my opinion, getting the boot. They're not getting the attention as this GR Yaris. It is completely insane. It is what this type of attention to performance is what we would like to see, at least in some of the Lexus lineup, but instead we can't even get our cars with Apple CarPlay, and this vehicle is just over the top. I'm not mad about it that this vehicle exists. I think it's awesome, but I don't know why none of this technology seems to be coming to the Lexus side. The 3-door body shell is made from lightweight materials including carbon fiber, polymer, and aluminum to deliver an impressive power to weight ratio. It allows for a wider rear track and a new double wishbone rear suspension system. So they lowered the roofline by roughly 9 centimeters, and they have frameless doors that make it look like a coupe. Well, it is a coupe, but you know what I'm saying. Is it a coupe? 3 doors? Can you say 3-door coupe? Whatever. And this is so crazy. They have this all new 1.6 liter turbo engine. Now, I understand that a lot of this is going to be used in the racing version of this car, but still, this type of technology, we're getting the world's most powerful 3-cylinder turbocharged motor, and Lexus is still getting the same V6 and the IS that it's had for a million years. So this little tiny motor includes multi-oil jet piston cooling, large diameter exhaust valves, and a part machined intake port. A little over 1.6 liters, it produces a maximum of 257 horsepower, 265 foot-pounds of torque. I did those conversions before this video, so. And this little turbo is a single scroll ball bearing turbo matched to a 6-speed manual transmission. We know power to weight ratio is insane, and we actually get some performance numbers here. 0 to 100 in, I should say 100 kilometers an hour. In less than 5.5 seconds. And it has this really cool all-wheel drive system in the vehicle. It's all-time all-wheel drive, and the crazy thing for it, it can switch 100% of its power to the front or the rear, and depending on the mode you're in, it can have a different ratio. So for example, in sport mode, the balance shifts to the rear with a 30-70 distribution to achieve a fun to drive quality for roads and tracks. So we have a little bit of a Frankenstein of a vehicle here. We see this a lot in Lexus products, like the RC is a mix between the IS convertible, and the GS. Well, this GR Yaris combines the front of Toyota's GAB platform and the rear of the GAC platform. Now there's a ton more information on here, guys. I don't want to put yourself to sleep or me. Even a spec sheet of everything on the car. It is super cool, but since we're not getting it here in the States and I'll never be able to get my hands on one anytime soon, let's move on to the Toyota Tundra. Now, Motor One came up with this concept themselves. It is not a leaked image by any means, but I think they did a really stand-up job in creating this rendering of what the next generation Tundra could be like. These headlights look very much like the current RAV4s. They're a little bit stockier, a little bit punched in a bit, not quite as long. The grille you see looks like a mix between the RAV4 and the Highlander, and then the grille design or the pattern on the inside is more like a RAV4 or TRD RAV4. This bottom part is very much similar, like I said, to the Highlander and the RAV4. These vertical fog lights, I don't know if it's in any Toyota products right now. I think they look fine. Most of the Toyota fog lights we see are of course round, but these vertical LED ones definitely look cool. And the step side area over here, I mean, it just looks like a big rubber platform. As long as it doesn't rust or fall off, or I hate motorized ones. I hope they never put motorized ones on a Tundra. But yeah, enough opinions on the step portion on the side here. The fenders here are very crossover-like. I don't think that they'll have this polished black on a pickup truck. If the GX and LX don't have them and they're pretty much trucks, I don't see that the Tundra would ever get them, but I could be wrong. Maybe they go down that route. But I think it's a good looking rendering of the vehicle. If it came out like this, I would not complain. We just need the vehicle to come out. It could look like a Prius version of the Tundra. People are still going to buy it as long as it has, you know, updated fuel economy with maybe a twin turbo V6. We know we're going to see some sort of hybrid version of it. But good rendering by Motor One. And while we're at Motor One, they brought this to attention to here in America because this is over at the Tokyo Auto Salon that's just going on right now. And there's this crazy concept of this Prius. It's completely over the top. So this Prius was created by Toyota Modelista, a company division focused on visual enhancements, and Toyota Racing Development, or TRD. And they don't have any pictures up here, so I searched around for what I could find. And I'm not going to play this person's video because it's not even Motor One's video, but I have this. And this is... It's so crazy. Now, it's really hard to tell from this picture. It looks from this angle very similar to the current Prius. All these lightings, and this has like a drop down body kit. So this piece right here can kind of recess and go higher. And same thing for these side skirts here. They can kind of move up, maybe for city driving and maybe for highway driving. They can lower these aerodynamic pieces for better fuel economy. Here are the wheels. They look like Spider-Man inspired wheels. You get this LED strip of lights here. And when it moves, it looks really cool because they have a video. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to play that video. But it looks like a web with a star of LEDs, and it's just kind of a mess, but it looks cool. Now the back is probably the most controversial piece to this. And you see, of course, these big fin taillights. What's the most ridiculous, in my opinion, is this Mohawk fin that starts at the front of the car and comes all the way back. And you can see it continue the styling line here. And when I saw this, it looks like a crosshair because you have this vertical red bar, then you have horizontal fins here. I don't know if any of you watched any of my previous videos on the Lexus EV concept, the LF30. And it had a very similar bar that goes down. And that bar, that little rear fin, was for wireless charging on that solid state battery concept vehicle. This is very similar in that this little piece would probably be used for wireless charging on a future solid state battery version of the Prius. So take the Prius's design, fast forward it 15 years, and this is exactly what it's going to look like. So I think these artists nailed it. It's super ridiculous. No one would ever buy it here in America, but it'd be perfect for the Japanese market. Before I let you guys go, over at Fox News, this couple moves 40,000 kilometers from New Zealand to the UK with their Land Cruiser. Super cool story. Go ahead and give it a watch and a read, and I think you guys will really like it. So what do you guys think about the news? Really good looking Tundra that Motor One was able to come up with. I'm okay if that vehicle actually looks like that. The Prius, out of this world. I'm gonna leave it at that. And the GR Yaris is super cool, and it's really sad that we're not going to see it here in America. And it's also sad that they don't seem to be able to bring that sort of cutting edge performance technology to Lexus. GR Yaris is better than no GR Yaris, right? Maybe that technology and their dedication to high performance can eventually somehow trickle over to the Lexus lineup. But what do you guys think? I mean, shoot, Why can't we use that 1.6 liter 3-cylinder turbo in like a UXF? That would be the absolute perfect motor for a UXF, right? Right? Am I right? Am I wrong? No, I am right, because it would be. A 1.6 liter producing 257 horsepower in a UX would be a dream. They're never gonna do it. Why? They're just not gonna do it. All right, guys, I'm gonna close this video. Not a lot of news today, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out.